But a luxury brand is actually made in the right environment. It needs the right environment. Like most of the luxury brands were made, say Europe, when Europe was at its peak, and then it moved to the US. And now for the first time, there looks like there is going to be a luxury brand out of the US and Europe, and the only directions are India, maybe China, maybe Brazil, and India is the front runner.
But what is this right environment, Biju Kurian, that we're talking about? I mean, what are we waiting for? I know there are government policies, but I think India is now on this trajectory where you just learn to be despite the government. I think the retailers have done that for several years, and we don't know how soon will that policy change. Every day there is a discussion, but no move forward.
I think shopping environments is one of it, which when you talk about right, because ultimately at the end of the day, when you place luxury brands, they'd like to be rubbing shoulders with others of the same type. So that's one, to be able to create a shopping environment. Largely it's been in the foyers of five-star hotels, but I think that's very limiting. And you need to get it out into the open and make it on a much larger scale. So that's one. The second thing is that the whole art of convincing somebody that they need to spend 100,000 rupees to buy a leather handbag is also something which requires a little bit of skill. So I think there is the whole experience that you need to deliver in terms of people, capabilities, their understanding of customers, and their ability to be able to persuade a customer. So I think those are...
On the flip side though, Vispi Patel, do you think if these brands are taken away from five-star hotel lobbies out in the open, you know, whether as standalone stores, etc., will they lose the exclusivity factor for the aspiring Indian?
It's again evolution. Everywhere else in Asia, they've started with five-star hotels because there aren't the right kind of shopping strips on at street level. But over a period of time, when they tend to move out of the hotels and move into malls, and from malls, then they get more aggressive, and as the cities develop and planning is better, they come down to shopping strips. It's something that will happen here over a period of time. There's already one luxury mall in Delhi, Emporio, which is started by DLF, and there's one in Bangalore, UB City. Certainly, Emporio has gained a lot of traction. We can already see some of the brands moving out of the couple of five-star hotel corridors they were in, and because a lot of the business has got cannibalized into...
Louis Vuitton's just moved out. So.
Okay. Right, but it would be interesting to get your reaction to that, though.
No, this is absolutely, I mean, I've personally handled a few cases in my career. I remember in 1995, Cartier was the first one to come in. I was at the Oberoi at that time, and we brought Cartier in, and we converted one of our, we had a flower shop, which was, you know, doing well, but when somebody just showed us what the retail potential was of that space, it was a no-brainer. Anyway, Cartier came in 95. I mean, I was there when Louis Vuitton came in at the Taj in 2003. And however, as a hotelier, we welcome Indian brands because they are far more relevant. I mean, the foreigners want to see Indian merchandise. They are not interested in this. So we are very pleased that there are opportunities where these brands were here by default, in the absence of anything else better and more relevant being there. So it was temporary. I think it was a transit stop, and they will migrate to their natural residences soon.
Okay, so then that takes me back to the whole subject of are we ready for that Indian luxury brand to come out?
Well, I think just trying to organize retail the way it is a luxury. And,
at least finally some admission there.
So, I mean, I think my heart goes out to all the people who actually want to establish luxury brands in India because there's a long way to go. We have one Emporio where there's still a fair amount of churn. We just have one Emporio in the whole country, which is worth talking about, and that's almost about 5 or 10 years after most of these well-established global brands have come in. So I think first, if we just take cognizance of the fact that retail overall has a much larger role to play, and then start working on each segment. As I said, luxuries existed, the only way is up, but it's still it's a smaller base. So in short, I feel